Hey YouTube, it is 10:03 p.m. on the 11th of October. It is National Coming Out Day. So just to get the nice little disclaimer out there, I am a trans man. If you don't know what it means to transition or what it means to be a trans man or a trans woman, it means that you were born with a body that differs from your mind. Meaning with me, that I was born with a female body with a male brain, and that I am medically transitioning, taking testosterone, things of that nature to go ahead and correct it, so that way my body matches my mind. Um, I hope everybody had a very safe National Coming Out Day. I hope that anybody who is newly coming out, um, that your experience went smoothly, that it was very understanding, and I don't know why, but I have that little bag right there. I woke up a few hours ago from a nap. I was really tired. And I was in pain. But, um, but yeah. So I hope everybody had a great day. Um, I'm trying to keep an eye on my chicken here. Looks like it's done. That is being made in a nice little toaster oven. Should be just about done. It's been in there for about half an hour. Uh, I'll give it probably about another 10 minutes just to make sure it's on the safe side, because I have the temperature at 350 degrees. So, um, and it's just me eating it. So if it's dry, whatever. Um, yeah. So most of you know that I live in low income housing, and that the place I live in is for obviously those that are low income, and I'm on Social Security disability stuff, and this place is also for people with physical and mental disabilities, which I also fall under. Um, if you can get yourself on a waiting list for a place like this, I highly suggest it. Um, just for the simple fact that there are a lot of us that fall under the GLBTQI. I know that there's been some new acronyms added recently to it. And I'm sorry if I missed it. I absolutely mean no disrespect. But generally, there are some of us, I should say, there are some of us that um, we are on the lower pay spectrum, or um, are homeless and don't have any real resources, would be the best word. If if you can, if you are on some sort of government assistance, if you are not able to live with your family for whatever reason, look on Craigslist. There's generally rooms for rent for fairly cheap. If you can get on waiting list for HUD housing or for low income housing, do it. The waiting list sometimes is up to a year long, but it's definitely well worth it. The place I live in has just a microwave and a mini fridge, but I have my own little coffee maker and a toaster oven, as you just saw, and I do just fine. I also happen to live right next door to a steakhouse, so um, that comes in handy around the first of the month. And it may be a small step, and it may not be the ideal step for you, but it's a step in the right direction. Um, yeah, I went, as most of you know, from living in Portland, Oregon, uh, back home to here, to California, and it was a very hard, bitter pill to swallow, because as most of you know, that my my ex and I broke up uh, 2 years ago, almost now. 2 years ago, almost. Um, on on Wednesday, it'll be 2 years. Trippy. Um, and I forgot what I was gonna say. But I went. Oh yeah, brain fart. I went from living with her, even with all the messed up mental confusion and emotional torture that it was. I went from that to having to live on my own again, and it was very strange, very stressful, and I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I was still very emotionally raw from the whole situation, and I was lucky enough to have my mom say, "Okay, you need to come home." And for the second time in my adult life, I went back and lived with my parents. Second or third, I think it was second. Yeah, second time in my adult life, I had to move home. Once in my 20s and now again in my 30s. Um, I came home, stayed with my parents for a year. I got on the waiting list for this place while I was also waiting for my Social Security to go through. And I've done a lot of changing and a lot of growing within the last 2 years. And I think I'm finally ready to start dating again. You know, I'm ready to take baby steps to put myself out there. Um, whether that be with a male or with a female. Um, I'm hoping it's with a female, but you know, love is blind. Your heart goes for who it really connects with, regardless of gender. Love doesn't know any boundaries. We put the boundaries on ourselves, and what society tells us we should be following. But I'm open to it. I'm ready for it to happen again. So, so yeah, I guess there's that, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off because it looks like it's done. I'm gonna leave that in there for a moment. So yeah, if if you're interested in speaking with me, whether it be literally just talking as friends, or interested in talking with me as in wanting to get to know me better and maybe pursue something down the road, feel free to go ahead and drop me a line here, or you can go ahead and catch me up on Facebook. Um, but just know that I don't care. I don't care if you're male. I don't care if you're female. I don't care if you're a trans man or genderqueer or whatever you identify as. I don't care if you're a male to female. Um, I'm just ready and excited to start this new chapter in my life, and I'm ready to share it with somebody. So there's that. Like I said, happy National Coming Out Day, and I hope everybody is happy and safe. And oh, look, there's my Kool-Aid jammers and my bagels and my coffee maker and my fan. So yeah, all right. Catch y'all later on the flip side. Be good to yourself. Be good to everyone else, and love one another. And most importantly, love yourself. All right. Peace.